Alright, hello, episode number 12. I got a couple of topics to discuss. I'm now more aware of the mannerism I have where I kiss my lips, because I just did it then and I realised it. I'm also going to try and be less fidgety. Oh, I'm slurring my words. I'm quite tired today, so I'm not as on it with my speech. So first thing I'm going to talk about is that I'm quite hesitant to tell myself to do something that I don't think I'll follow through on. So for example, if I want to eat some ice cream and I kind of already know that I'm going to eat the ice cream, but I know I shouldn't eat it, my mind will tell myself that it's okay. And this week I've been trying to challenge that, because the reason my mind would say that is I kind of had this idea that if I told myself, no, you're not allowed to eat this ice cream, and I did it anyway, that I would lose trust in my mind. And I don't know where this belief came from, but I thought I'd try and challenge it this week. So I did a bit of experimenting. Or maybe it was just a defense mechanism against feeling like I'm not, I don't know how to put it, feeling like I'm not in control of my life, maybe. So this week I was like, I'm going to tell myself to do what I know I should do, regardless of whether I think I'm going to do it or not. And I found that it's a definite improvement, that it's not 100%. And I found that the times that I didn't follow through, I didn't lose trust in myself. And in fact, it made me more likely to take the correct action next time. And I didn't beat myself up over not taking the right action. I'm a lot more compassionate towards myself compared to last year. And it helps me become more conscious of what I actually want to do. But towards the end of the week, I kind of forgot about this and just went back to my old habits. Because it requires a lot of awareness and effort. And I think that's good to practice and cultivate. It also kind of brings me onto this other idea that I've been mulling over for the past year, and it's this idea that I shouldn't make future decisions. I should only make decisions about the present moment, because that's the only decision I can fully control. And the example that comes to mind is last year I used to get the bus home from university each day, and the bus would stop off right outside a Tesco Express. And on the front of the Tesco Express, you can see inside, and you can see the bakery. That's the first thing you see. And you can see these croissants and stuff. And I remember going on my bus journey home, and I remember thinking, I shouldn't eat a croissant because I know I've got food at home. I don't need to eat this. And on the bus journey home, I was mulling over whether I should do it, whether I was going to do it, all these questions. And I found that I can't exactly control the decision I'll make when I get off the bus, when I'm on the bus. I think that's a decision to be left for the person I am when I get off the bus. I don't have to try and solve every decision I have in the future at the moment. And that's something that's helped me, just trying to make decisions about the present moment. And this doesn't mean that I'm not planning for the future. I don't have, I guess, ambition, but I'm not gonna waste mental energy about decisions in the future that I don't need to make at the moment. Another example is when I was in a lecture and I was debating. I kind of needed to do a bit of revision after the lecture. I didn't want to do it, but I just told myself I'm not going to make the decision now. I'm just going to focus on the lecture, and then when I get out of the lecture, I'm going to make the decision, and it worked that time. But again, it kind of requires awareness and mental effort. In other news, I went on my very first date in Guildford, back where I live. I've been on a few in Warwick, but that's away from home, and I never really went on any dates in Guildford. And I actually, it was a Hinge date, and I actually told both my parents about it, which, if you'd told me that a year ago, I would have never thought I would have done that. And I think that's just proof of how I've progressed in my mental state, because I can do things without the need for my parents' approval, and I don't have to hide things, and I'm more honest. Because even last year I had a girlfriend for 8 months, and I didn't even tell my parents about that. I've got another big topic in my notes. It's about desire versus ambition, but it might take a while to get into, so I might save that for the next video. I'll be thinking about it all week. I'm going to end that there. Alright.